Just a quick little video for you guys to show you how the My Toolbox actually works. This is specific for a particular customer, Acme, so I just want to show you, Angelo and the guys there, how this actually works. Did talk to your engineering staff yesterday, meeting went well, so got some good ideas. I think most of what they wanted is actually already pre-built in here. So keep in mind the software is built to interface with other softwares. It was openly built by us internally to make sure that it could talk to all kinds of different softwares. Because we know this isn't going to cover everything you're building. Obviously, we don't have a CAD CAM package in here. We have orders and stuff like that, but we don't have a general ledger. So basically your dashboard, right, real quick, not that you're going to use this very often, but this is like your top used items, your stock, your zero stock. This is just management of things. Some of the reports you can do, right, if I issue a report. One of the really neat things about when you build reports, it's very open source. You can pick anything you want, but it also builds you a live preview below, which is loading right now. My workspace, and then into finished goods, I gotta click a tab. So my workspace, I don't know if you'll use this or not, but down the road, guys clock in now jobs. Maybe they go on break. We can record all that at the machine. Kind of monitor your activity, burden rates, all the fun things that you would assign assets for costing, tasks you may want them to do, clean up their workstation once a week, refract their machine. We can manage those tasks, create those tasks. They're all customizable for you. So it's kind of a nice little tool for management to kind of make sure the floor is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Some non-conforming, issues if you wanted to see like why things were non-conforming, what caused that from the inspection side. So just a quick dashboard, right? Finished goods takes you through like your finished goods, the parts going out the door, what you have pick tickets for, imports, bill of materials, catalogs, on-hand products, open orders, all that fun stuff. Maybe I got a machine manifold here that I gotta do something for, so it'll take you through all the routings, all the costs. How much it takes, hours you actually run that on, amount of people, scheduled default time frame, to produce it, what tooling's used on it, any attachments, which could be, drawings, blueprints, inspection forms, all that fun stuff, right? Kind of all in there. So inventory is what your guys seem to like the most because they struggle a little bit with your current software from this because it's a little older. So we'll look at like our tool list. This is where we assign tool lists. Actually, I want to look at just manage first. So here's how your inventory layout will work. And very simple search engine, just like a website. 0.03 will give me anything with 30,000 radius or anything with 0.03 in it. If I put in feed, it gives me anything with feed mills, including the hardware, because they do associate the hardware to the cutters. So it makes it really easy to find that. If I do button, kind of the same thing there. May do thread, you get thread mills, things of that. Tabs. The ones without pictures are products that we need to get the pictures for you, but a lot of them are fasteners that we haven't done yet. But just a real quick way to look at the search engine, nice visual pictures, everything laid out. You guys can literally grab an item, add to a cart, what the cost is, what sell it's for. Can't show you too much because this is a different customer's database. So here's where you would actually add those. If I want to edit a cart against this job number I've already created, right? It's just a drop and drag. How many do I need? 5. Add the list. Boom. Drop and drag again. Search in here. Feed. Generally, the pictures do come up in here, over here, so I'm not 100% sure why they're not, but again, I just drop and drag. Maybe I want 10 of these for the cutter. Boom. And my list is done. It'll actually assign this list to, if it's not available in like vending machines when it gets issued, it'll actually assign a pick ticket to your tool crib to pull it. So just kind of fun stuff with inventory. This is just a quick overview. This thing does a billion more things. Front counter, just kind of shows your machines, your activity. Actually, I'm sorry, this shows you all your work order status, things of that nature, what's going on in your shop, suppliers, customers, if you have open quotes, who they're for, boom, boom, boom. That kind of stuff. Anything quotes that are past due on delivery. Your floor, again, a lot of stuff in here, but this shows you like your machines, finished goods, all the stuff you have going on in your floor, recent maintenance done to machines. One of the coolest features in here is in my opinion, is the push button record. So when you do the push button record, you can, go from that to, multiple different things, like walk up to a machine for a setup, hit play. It'll tell you how long you hit play, stop. It'll record the time of the setup, then hit play again to run off your first part, hit stop, and then hit play again to inspect your first part, and then hit stop. And you actually get your setup time, you actually get your first part runoff time and your inspection time, which should be what you set as your baseline for your manufacturer time. And then you can kind of oversee and see if you're achieving that as your guys log in the amount of parts per day that they make. So it's some simple math, right? So that's kind of a neat feature as well. Again, materials, routings, operation, part costing, right? That's kind of what I was talking about. So kind of give you an idea. Quality is kind of nice. We have a lot of people going to ITAR. I think our quality package is working phenomenal for that, as well as a gauging. So gauging is where you actually put your calibration dates, your histories. We can import any certs you get from your current calibration provider. Quality actually is where you put all your non-conforming parts, pending, scrap parts. Guys can scrap parts up for different reasons. Systems where that visitor log is that I noticed you guys had in the front of your building, so we provide that as well. It'll actually record us in, print labels, barcodes, take pictures, have your sign off your NDAs, all that fun stuff built into it. So cost center here is your equipment, your machines, how we build them. So just a really quick overview of the software. If you got a couple minutes and you'd like us to come down and show you how it would interface in your facility, maybe build a quick sample with the data you have now, we can do that at any time. Again, it's very open source, and I am only showing you a very, very small portion of the software at this current time, just because it's kind of what your guys were interested in, was the challenge with the building the tool carts or tooling lists. This will also let you put drawings in. Currently today we're working on a way to actually drop in a model and click the features you want inspected at the machine with the cycles you want it to be inspected at, and then the guy actually touches each feature at the machine at that time frame, and then he enters his numbers against the drawing. So as an example, if you had 4 holes, you actually push the picture of the hole on your screen. It'll pop up, and then it'll drop down a little thing that says what are you getting for an inspection reading right now, and then you drop that in. It'll tell you if it's conforming or non-conforming to what the preset dimension should be. So it's kind of a cool feature for inspection at the machine as well, just because we're getting a lot of requests on how to build better ways to not have packets go to the floor if we have tablets at each machine. So again, thanks. Angelo, if you get a chance to watch this, I appreciate it. Have a great day.